So the art I'm going to feature this week is from Ethan, who is a. There's a couple of them here. These are Ethan's doodles from Ethan's own D&D game, and then there's this piece which we'll talk about. But Ethan posts doodles from their D&D game every week, and I've had a lot of fun. Like they come in series, like he posts a bunch from the game, and I've had a lot of fun naming all of the characters. Right, there was Rabbit Poop Man and Albino Alfalfa, and I think this is Emo Moistly, and this is Foxy One Eye, and this is Professor Voyeur. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they're all pretty great. Um, hold on, let me see if I could get. Is Ethan ready yet? No, Ethan's not ready yet. So, yeah, each of these characters, and this was one of my favorites because let me ask you, what do you think this is?
It's a, I mean, it seems pretty obviously a door after a tornado.
A door after a tornado?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
obviously.
I kind of thought this was a hello. I thought this was a giant hunk of Swiss cheese, is what I thought it was. Um,
Thought it was a weird cornhole board.
a weird cornhole board. That's pretty
Like a
good.
whack-a-mole.
Yeah, or like like it could be like a D&D one where there's a multi-armed creature that you get to throw multiples of them.
Sure, sure.
It's obviously a Christmas tree.
Oh, these are ornaments then?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. A Christmas tree, whack-a-mole, door after tornado. Those are all pretty good. Everyone looks.
And the angel is like, how the fuck am I going to get up to the top of that?
Oh, is this the angel?
Yeah.
Professor Voyeur is the angel in this scenario. I like that. I like that. I
And
could.
these guys are arguing about who's going to lift them up to put them up there.
Or let me bother Ethan. Okay. Um. Oh no, where'd it go? There it is. All right, and so we'll ask Ethan about this. This is Foxy One Eye, obviously, and I don't understand the context of this, but do you think there's turpentine in here? Is that what's in this jar?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Why is Foxy One Eye wearing a wedding dress? And also, why does she love turpentine?
It could just be a prom dress.
Oh, I see. Fair.
Oh, that's her.
Everything's a prom dress if you're brave enough.
That's obviously an urn with the ashes of her dead pet llama, Turpentine.
That's not bad. I love turpentine and I miss turpentine. That was the name.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, what's
It's a
going on?
weird thing to bring on a quest.
Maybe
But,
she's a
yeah.
perfumist. They use turpentine in perfume.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Oh, I like that.
I do like that. All right.
Get
All
rid
right.
of it.
Riddle me this one.
Door boss.
You have some experience with door boss, Galadus.
Yes, I do.
Although you solved the door boss, I believe.
No, they always win.
I initially thought that maybe those were ears, but what if those are arms and the door is celebrating? Yeah.
Or what if those are its arms and it's not celebrating and they're just real shitty arms?
Oh God, what a life.
You know, the perspective of this could be off, where the door could be gigantic, and it's actually just a giant kaiju door,
What's that mean?
meaning like it's a Godzilla door.
What's it doing?
What all Godzillas do. Getting ready to eat him.
Or maybe those are bat wings, and that character's actually hanging upside down, and those are the door's legs.
Hmm. All right, Ethan
Wait.
says Ethan's ready. Oh, there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna solve this. Okay, here we go. Ethan, we've had so many questions. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. All right.
I was typing in the Twitch chat.
Okay. Oh, that's the old way, and now we're on the new way, which
Uh-huh.
is that all right. So my original statement was that this is obviously a giant hunk of Swiss cheese, but we've also had Christmas tree, which I think is pretty good, which makes Professor Voyeur her the angel. We
Uh-huh.
had door after tornado, which isn't terrible. And then we had strange whack-a-mole thing.
Mm. These are all really great interpretations. I fear it's just a rock that we were supposed to put other smaller rocks in to unlock the puzzle.
Don't sell yourself short. It's not just a rock. It's a rock Christmas tree.
It's a rock that other rocks go in.
Hmm.
It's apparently a very alluring rock.
Yeah.
Well, Professor Voyeur doesn't need a ton of encouragement. Let's just say
No. Anything that
Mhm.
moves. And the rock didn't, so maybe anything.
Sounds like
Okay.
Zerwin.
it does sound like Zerwin. All right, all right. Is there actually turpentine in this jar?
Yes, there is actually turpentine in that jar. Our DM put together a very silly little puzzle for us. We entered a library, and the library had a painting in it. I'm trying to remember because this was like 2-3 weeks ago. And
Ooh.
we had this puzzle where there was a fire in the painting, and then the painting came out into the real world, and we had to figure out how to put out the fire. But when we poured water on it, it got worse. So we were like, okay, what's the most flammable thing? And we found some turpentine and poured it on the fire, and it went out.
All right. Well, that's pretty clever. I'm not sure these guys
Yeah.
would have figured that out ever. They would just burnt the entire library
It took
down.
us a really long time and almost a death. So
No, okay, that does sound like this group. Actually, you're right.
yeah.
So wait, is Foxy One Eye wearing a prom dress?
Yes. So this was, well, not a prom dress, but a fancy dress with sequins nonetheless. We were playing, this session was a anniversary one shot, because our campaign just had its 1 year anniversary. Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank
Awesome.
you. And so we played the lore swap version of the party that I posted ages ago with all them in the different outfits. So I was playing Masha Foxy One Eye as a noblewoman instead of a pirate. Not a pirate. What? A naval officer.
Right. All right. Very good. So, like, I agree with Owen here that anything can be a prom dress if you're brave enough.
Yeah.
All right. And this is obviously my personal favorite because I view this as Professor Voyeur crushing on Rabbit Poop Man and seeing Rabbit Poop Man everywhere that he goes.
That's a
This,
really good interpretation. The players of Rabbit Poop Man and Professor Voyeur were very amused by your fan fiction last time.
we had some other ideas that those weren't ears, but in fact arms.
They are indeed they are ears.
Okay, they are ears. Yes,
Because
yes.
Rabbit Poop Man is a rabbit.
A door.
Well,
Wait,
good-
do rabbits not have arms?
but more
Not on the top
importantly,
of their head most of the time.
Oh.
do rabbits always have handles like that, or knobs? I guess I should say.
Mm.
Hey, don't talk about his knob.
What
Okay,
if
fair.
Rabbit
Yeah.
Poop Man was running really fast and you were looking up at Rabbit Poop Man who was
I
also
like
a
this
door?
interpretation. It's not right though.
Oh, everybody says that about everything that I say in my life.
All right, you know what? I actually don't want to know any more than I know right now about this one. This one is now
Okay,
perfect for
great.
me. All right, but I do also want to. I know you posted this one a long time ago,
Mhm.
but it's Jana, and Jana's
It is
here
Jana.
today, and Jana was very grateful. And also, this is amazing. This
Thank
is an
you. It's
amazing
very old and
piece.
I hate to look at it now, but I'm glad that you like it.
No, it's incredible. Look at the
It's really good.
light. Look at
Thank
those
you.
light effects. That is fantastic. The light in the
Mhm.
hair and in the eyes and the shadow here. Like that's listen, a lot of people would not put any of those things in their picture. I'm
Well,
I've
thank
seen a
you.
lot of them. What does everyone else think of this Jana portrait? Jana's probably
Exhaust.
currently juggling a child. That's why we're not here. But go ahead.
Oh.
What'd you say, Dirk?
I like the idea of Janna in game juggling a child.
With like a child and 3 knives?
To be fair,
A
this
flaming
exactly.
torch.
this must have been
Yeah.
drawn a long time ago because Jana has aged about 35 years in game playing
The-
with Dirk and Zerwin. She is just tired of
the-
all of us. She looks way more run down now than than when this picture was created.
This is right before Jana joined the party and she was still
Yeah.
young and hopeful.
I had the will to live. Yeah. No,
Uh,
I think it's great. I love the style of it.
Thank you.
yeah. Jana, what do you have to say about this Jana portrait?
It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Love it.
I want you all to know that I offered to trade Ethan a set of dice to portrait more of you. But Ethan, I think when Ethan is maybe done with finals, Ethan will consider it. But right now,
I'm being crushed by the weight of my academic
no, that's
prospects,
totally fair.
unfortunately.
No, a couple more weeks perhaps. All right,
Yeah.
Ethan, thank you so much for coming in and answering our questions. 2 more things before we let you go. A, is there anything else you want to say about your art in general? And B, do you have a place to link to where we can see more of your art?
I deleted all my art social media because it made me sad. So you can't find my art anywhere else. But you can maybe when I'm done fighting this semester, I will draw more of your people if you send me references. Smiley face.
That would be awesome. I would also like to reframe what you just said and say you can find Ethan's work exclusively on our Discord server.
Yeah.
Yes, where we are holding it for apparently future blackmail against Ethan.
Yeah.
Is that why you only post doodles now? You're like, oh, I hate looking at this. It's incredible. Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of Ethan's work. It's really amazing. I hope Ethan continues to make more art forever. And yeah, you heard it. We have exclusive rights over Ethan's art currently, and you should
No,
you should
wait.
you should
No, we don't.
we will
No, my
ransom it.
intellectual property. Wait.
Yeah, no, Twitch is a contract. I'm sorry.
I mean, we could watch Bill try to AI scrape it by doing it in crayon. You know,
No.
Bill AI scraping is literally him with a crayon on an iPad.
using his wrong hand
Yeah,
too, his
exactly.
non-dominant hand.
You guys
Left
told me
hand
that's
is
how it
Chinese.
fucking works.
Yes, and it does, sweetie. That's still how it works.
It's
All
so
right.
good. It's on the refrigerator.
Thank you.
It's fridge worthy,
Make
Bill.
me sound all
With
stupid.
letter
Like
magnets and everything.
I'm doing it right.
I'm not allowed to put things on the front of my refrigerator, by the way. That's a no-no in my house.
That only
Sad.
your wife has access to that.
No, she doesn't like things on the front of the fridge.
All right,
You should
fair.
start.
Where
a
are you
stream.
allowed to put them? On the back?
On the side.
No one can see them on the back.
Bottom
Actually, I
of
put
the
them on the top of the refrigerator. Is where I put things because then I'm the
Well,
only one
that's
who
where
can see
you can see them.
them. Also, I can
You have
reach
a
them.
Uh-huh.
Rockefeller over here living in a house big enough to have side access to his refrigerator.
wow. Must
I
be
have side
nice.
access to my
Well, it's like
refrigerator.
it's like a picture sized. It's a cutout
Oh yeah,
where the cabinet's gone.
yeah. You carry your
Tell us
refrigerator.
Actually,
more
he just has a
about how big
crayon
the
drawing of
picture
a
is.
fridge that Bill made. That's his
Yeah.
fridge.
No, I AI scraped it. God damn it, be consistent.
Yeah.
All right, Ethan, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us today.
Thank you for featuring my stupid doodles.
No, it's so good.
Oh,
Please
they're
please
great.
continue. We all enjoy them.
I will.
Keep doodling.
Yeah. Keep going. All right, we're gonna actually start the D&D stream now.
Yeah,
Thank
let
you
me
so
get
much.
out of here. Have fun. Bye byes.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I doodle like shit.
I don't even doodle.
I'm a terrible doodler.
I have another student who has an entire book of doodles and is writing a paper about doodling, and it's freaking great. So doodling can be really, really important to people. I am not a doodler, but I really admire it. All right. Thanks for showing up tonight, everyone. the week after vacation. I know some of you are probably, I don't know, tired, sick and tired and sick. Let's recap what happened last week because stuff happened last week. Does anybody remember what happened last week? Oh, also, I believe everyone but Dirk has their sticker now, correct?
Well,
Yeah. We're gonna get Dirk his sticker this week, I think.
I see you in person very regularly.
Yeah, that's why I didn't give it to you because I see you all the time. Yeah,
It's
look at there it
ridiculous.
is. Yeah. Yeah, thanks Foxy Proxy. These things are great. I might try to get more of these because it's the only merch I'm interested in. Okay, sorry. So last week you all went to rescue 300 civilians, right? And it went flawlessly.
Yeah, you're right. You're better at these flashbacks than I am because you just said it all in one sentence.
Tell everybody what happened,
Were they really
Last time,
civilians?
as opposed to what?
I don't know. I don't consider Akgung's folks civilians.
They
no,
weren't.
they were just
Oh,
townspeople.
no. They were just
Wha-
eating his cheese. That doesn't mean they're friends.
Okay.
Well, they're his. Then they're his now.
All right, go ahead, Ezra.
Uh, like Bill said, last time on Totally Normal Gaming, we took a long rest out among the livestocks. And Dirk overnight heard a weird skittering sound off in the city. The next day, we went underground, into the sewers. I keep hearing. They're not sewers. We just went underground into the underground passageways, but they're not sewers. This is before sewers existed. These people keep all their sewage above ground, like civilized people.
What are you doing? Is
Um,
this a bit?
it might be a bit. We met up with Irtha, and Irtha used her magical powers to slowly move stones over the course of about a half an hour so that we could fit through a new passageway and get to the civilians. Everyone should know that Barm is the leader of the people being rescued. He's kind of like a town guard. He said that they saw all kinds of freaky shit overnight, and generally the people that they've rescued have had their minds broken. We, despite everyone's urge to panic and just bull rush the tiny opening in the wall we had made, using Zerwin's booming voice, we were able to convince everyone to, in an orderly fashion, go through. And so we got all the civilians out. We were starting to move some really fancy cheese through too, to try to help feed people, when suddenly that skittering sound came back. And what it was hundreds of enormous spider creatures. So imagine, if you will, a spider about the size of a horse, but with the face of a person.
In the
And
body of the person.
I
Right?
thought that they had like spider like
Do they
bodies. But
have
anyway,
thoraxes?
the big thing is spider-ish creature with the face of a people, and then at the end of each of their creepy spider legs, also the hand of a people. So it's among the worst combinations of people and spider. When you think what would be the most horrifying combination of people and spider, that's what this was. And there were hundreds of them storming through the passageways at us. However, once they tried to come through the opening into the magical section, the section that had been formed by, hold on, I'll get his name, Scorius Stonebones,
Wow, nice.
the god of the stone giants. Their little people hands started to burn off and they would collapse and die. So we got everybody out, and we collapsed the tunnel so that the creepy spider people can't get through. Not that they could anyway, because their little people hands were burning off. And That's basically it.
Did I give you nightmares?
Me? No. I had very weird nightmares this week, but mine were much more mundane.
All right, can I stop you there? You
Yeah.
guys collapsed the. Thank you. You guys collapsed the tunnel, and you cast a fireball in, right? Pretty sure you.
No, because you told me it wouldn't work.
Oh, okay.
I gave myself a big hand,
He
and then
punched the
my
wall.
big
He
hand
punched the
punched it
ceiling
to
down.
death.
Yeah, but I thought you also burned the ones that were on the near side. I'm misremembering that, I guess. I thought you used your
No,
staff's
no,
fireball.
we didn't. We kind of waffled about exactly how we were going to handle the combat portion.
We
And
let him. We
instead,
let a couple come in. And
I
they
remember
burned.
that part. I remember that part.
yeah, instead we didn't really have a combat portion. And then we collapsed the tunnel using my big hand.
Yeah. Ezra's giant fist.
Yeah, Sir Hieronymus Reed Wallow Jr.
Yeah, we've been done with the phrasing for a long time. All right, so the only problem is that while that was happening, all the people that had gone through panicked and started screaming and sprinting away from you, right? So that when you
Yeah.
finally collapsed the far tunnel, it had been a couple of minutes of screaming panic behind you. And we're picking up right in that moment of there are 300-ish civilians, many of whom are wounded or children or incapable of taking care of themselves, panicking and sprinting down the stone hallway behind you. And scene.
All right, everyone. Let's spread out. Let's gather up all these people. Let's bring them back to the castle where there's plenty of room for people except for us, since we had to sleep with the livestock last night.
Yeah, we're gonna have some bed concerns.
Like lice or
Horizontal space limitations.
So should we just split into different directions and try to corral these people?
Well, I think we know which way we have to go. So some of us should go down the way they should not have gone, right? Because it's a T, right? When we get to that one spot.
Yeah, let me just interject here with a point of order. The tunnel that you're in now goes for several hundred yards, right? Because it goes, then it turns, right? Then it turns back. It Z's, and it also goes slightly down, and that Z spot gives you a lot of extra room. So in the because it was combat time, so in the 3 minutes that have passed, maybe the fastest ones have made it to the end, right? But you're starting in a position where probably it was pitch black. So probably the fastest ones are almost to the end when you turn and address this problem, if that makes sense.
So they haven't fully scattered and stuff.
No, there's some of the more martial types stayed behind. Their resolve held, and then some of the ones that are too wounded, right, or too old, are kind of just a little ways down, kind of cowering. There's
But once it gets to the end, there's only two ways to go, right?
correct at first, but if you go too far another direction, then you get more T's, right? You know that because if you go left, you know there's another false tunnel that you took that ended in a cave-in, remember? So you know, like, that all of these, you know there's a lot of places for them to go if you don't hustle. You need to act quickly or you're going to lose people in here.
Just a quick point of order. When I go into the ethereal plane, can I like see things that are in the dark in the normal world? Because I have the degree of dark vision, but like if I go to the ethereal plane and I sort of like rise above or something like that to try to get a view, that's the first point of order. Can I see? Because it says everything appears like ghosts, but I don't know if that means I can see things that are normally obscured. Is light necessary for that form of vision?
I'm going to say no because you're in the ethereal plane. So I'm going to say,
Okay.
and plus you also have dark vision. So I'm going to say that light isn't going to be a problem. However, I think you're going to need to have line of sight on these people. So you're going to have, instead of going up to try to see above and then looking down on them, you're probably going to have to go kind of straight to get it.
Right. And if I run straight,
You can go,
then
so that because it's Z's, you can go right through the earth. and
Right,
cut
that's
off
what I'm doing.
everything.
Right, and then the other thing is, do I have to come out of the ethereal plane in order to use telepathy, just in case?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got just remember that you're only in the ethereal plane for about 6 seconds in game terms. It lasts one round. And I
Right.
think you do it as a bonus action. So if you're talking just in terms of the action economy, that would seem to indicate you could do both, because I don't think you have to concentrate on your ethereal step.
Okay. Cool. And if I come out of that while I'm in matter, I pop out next to it. So if I get close to the end, then I will pop out on the closest side. Great. I'm gonna run and do that.
And you don't take any damage from that? You should make sure
No.
you don't take any damage from
Yeah,
that.
you should check to make sure
'Cause
first.
some of those abilities you take damage from that.
All right, that sounds like that's what Dirk's gonna do. Where the rest of y'all are gonna do
I'll
is he
take
looks it up.
force damage, but I'll be fine.
One of us, we need to get down to the end, post one person there to make sure nobody else goes the wrong way, and then a group of us should go down the wrong tunnel since we've been down there, and
Collect
make sure
anyone that's
collect
down
anyone
there.
else. But we'll need to know how many people are missing too. So
Yeah.
we'll probably need to enlist Barm to help with a count as we get up there, as we hustle up there.
I can move because of my size. I can move through tight spaces really easily, so I could run to the end. Because I'm smaller, I'm a little bit slower, but I have the advantage of moving through spaces easily.
I think Dirk and Jana are the fastest, but you guys talk this over. I'm gonna do Dirk's thing real quick.
Okay.
Okay, Dirk. When you go ethereal, you're gonna
Yeah.
go direct line, right? And then halfway through, you're gonna pop out the other side, so you're gonna take force damage. Is that correct?
No, I only take force damage if I get stuck in the material and I come out of the ethereal plane inside of something.
You're going to, because that stone's gonna be too long, so you're gonna take
Okay.
force damage, but it will pop
Okay.
you out closer to the end of the tunnel, which is
Okay.
in theory what you
I'll do
want.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Wait,
roll your
how
force.
far am I running through this material?
If you do the dash action, what's your speed? 30? It's next to your
Yeah.
proficiency bonus. Yeah, so you could move. I think if you're moving through solid objects, you move at half speed, so you could move 30 feet if you run, I think.
Even if he's
But
ethereal, he moves half speed through solid objects? That sounds
it might
strange
only
to
be
me.
if he moves up or down. I
It's when
can't
I move up
remember.
or down, I do.
Yeah, he slows if he's moving up or down.
Then it would be 60 feet if you use your action to run as opposed to just walking.
Oh, then that would kill me.
Why would that kill you?
Because I take twice the number of feet I have traveled force damage. That would be 120 damage.
Yeah,
Should we retcon that we didn't do this?
So maybe don't do that.
But if I go 60 feet, I won't come out the other end of this thing. If I go straight line of sight.
Let me look at the map. I don't think so. It's close. Is it close, or is it not even close?
That's fine. I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, force damage equal to twice the number of feet you are moved. Rough.
Oh, twice the number of feet I am moved.
Once you decide you're done. So if you
Well, no way I'm
Oh,
gonna,
no. No. So he'll actually only take, because he's gonna get about 20 feet. So you're still gonna take 40 force damage.
Great, doing it.
Okay.
man, you just gotta play hero, huh?
I'm trying to save lives. Dirk is nothing if not reckless in attempting to protect people.
He's not a paladin. It works.
I'm not a paladin.
Sometimes you gotta save your own life.
All right. So you are
Stop
wounded.
giving
Okay,
me
but
self-help while I'm in the ethereal plane.
while
Yeah.
you're in there, Dirk,
Yeah.
you also discover why both of those tunnels zigzag. There is a
Oh
giant
yeah.
there is a giant stone that is very clearly a body in a fetal position, and it's like probably 100 foot if it stood up and stretched its legs, or close to 100 feet tall. Um,
Can I see anything about its face?
no, its face is buried, and
one of
it's
these.
yeah, yeah, and it's 100% stone. You just ran like you tried to run through it, and even in ethereal form you couldn't. It bounced you out, which actually worked in your favor because it kicked you closer out the other side, which is why
Great.
you only had 20 feet to go when it booted you out the other side.
Great.
So you also know that it's magical in some way.
Yeah.
Okay, you get booted through. The force of this is, you know, extremely painful. Hold on. Snake Eyes will be playing till about 11, so join us. The voice of this is extremely painful, and also it feels like you are suddenly crushed from all sides, right? Like the ultimate nightmare of someone who is claustrophobic, and then you're through. Um,
And I go, ah!
yeah. Um, and for like you have a hard time breathing for a second, and then you see that you are ahead of most of the people. There are a couple of really, like, also because it's pitch black, some people have sprinted down this hallway and run smack into the wall where it Z's, right? So the only people who've made it through, there seems to be a um a couple of gnomes, like a little gnome family who
A
who have
gnome thing.
who have very good dark vision, and
Yeah.
they don't want anything to do with being in here. They've
Do
had
we, do we
enough.
have do we have a leader, a mother, a grandfather? Can I tell at all
Well,
who
hold on,
is
let me just finish this, because there's that gnome family. Then there's
uh-huh.
also a single dwarf who's hustling. And then there's
Uh-huh.
a human who somehow is just flat out running and made both sharp corners. And you're not sure how that's a thing.
Okay,
But
who's in front?
the human
Who's
got the longest
okay?
legs.
So I use telepathy and I say, "Stop! You're safe. We protected the hallway. You're gonna get lost down here." At the
Telepathy is a spell, right?
no, I can just do it to people. Remember?
Okay. Well, you don't have, like,
It's literally listed under my languages.
okay.
You're really doing everything you can to get mileage out of that feat, huh?
Why are you why are you doing this? Why are you making it a bad thing? Why are you making it weird?
I barely use my feats.
I'm literally telepathic, and you're like, oh, you want to be telepathic?
I use my feet all the time. How are you getting
Magic
around?
casters is just all salty because they have to roll.
Because we have to roll for stuff. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm a fighter that occasionally vomits darkness. That's really
yeah.
But hey, you're also a paladin.
it's true.
Ding.
My character's mostly vibes anyway.
Okay, yeah, the feet is different. All right, that's fine. Okay. Well, let me make a roll for this guy. All right. He hesitates, which is
I
about
just I I'm gonna do it to the dwarf and the gnome as well, and then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna be like, wait, you're gonna get lost in the dark down here. We can lead you out. Now I'm actually just talking.
okay. Um. Oh. Okay. The dwarf stops. The human eventually like takes a few more steps, and then it's kind of like looking around a little bit. But doesn't seem to see you, and you're not sure like what they're doing exactly. The dwarf sees
Mhm.
you. Most of the halflings stop, but one of the halfling children continues and like slips out of their parents' grasp and bolts. And then the parents take after it, and then the whole family starts again. But the dwarf and the human do stop.
Okay. I am gonna run after the gnome family and tell the dwarf to protect and stall as I'm going, like, keep them safe here. We're gonna get you all out, but we don't want you going the wrong way. And as I'm doing that, I'm running after the gnomes. And as I get to the human, I'm like, can you see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay, can you come with me? We're gonna be good. We just gotta make sure these gnomes don't get lost down here. They'll die.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, just come with me because we don't want them getting lost. And we're like,
They are
so
far enough ahead of you now. It's like you're. I understand you're running, so you're not losing ground on them. But
yeah,
they get to the T and they go left,
they go the wrong way.
the wrong way. I just rolled a d20.
Okay. Yeah. So I say, I say to the human, I'm like, can you run faster than me?
I don't see great down here, so
Oh, okay, you
I
just stay with me, and we're running after these fucking gnomes now. I guess we're running after gnomes. That's what I'm doing.
so can we make a T-shirt for Dirk that says Gnome Chaser, or I only
No,
chase gnomes in the dark? Maybe that's a good one. I
it's
like
fine.
I only chase gnomes in the dark.
That's what I'm
Um,
doing. My evening.
okay. Um, you turn left and you see that they like you turn left and you come to the tunnel just in time to see them like turn down the false tunnel that you were in before, which is great news because you know that it ends in
Collapse.
a dead end.
Oh, it ends
Oh
at that end.
shit. Okay. Well. All right. Very good. This is going to get
So
interesting.
slowly approaching the gnomes. Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? We don't want you getting lost down here. That's the only reason we're coming after you.
Yeah. So there's 3 gnome children
Yeah,
and a gnome father, a gnome mother, and like a gnome maybe grandmother.
Dog.
My dog. The gnome grandmother is the first one you pass. She like plops down. The mother has the mother has handed the baby to the father, and
yeah,
she has wrangled one of the children, but
yeah,
there is a gnome child missing. So when you
yeah.
catch up with them, there is a missing gnome child, and the gnome mother is screaming, right?
Okay,
Where the fuck is my baby, right? Like, and she's yelling his name too, which is uh Sven.
Sven.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
the name of the
random
raccoon.
name
My dog.
generator every time.
Okay. So no sign of Sven here in this tunnel. I don't see anything that says where is Sven.
Sven is MIA.
Sven is MIA. I'm like, okay, mom, why don't you come with me? I turn to the human. I'm like, look, you're gonna guide them back to the rest of the people. They take them slowly. I'm gonna go with mom. We're gonna go look for Sven. Do
Back
not
down
let
this
any.
tunnel, take a right.
Yeah, back
You're
down this tunnel.
sure?
Yeah, the way we just came. Do you remember the way that we just came?
Yeah, but I don't like no fucking spiders or anything.
So we hit the T, took a left, and then they went down another tunnel, and we're in
Right.
that tunnel.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay, so back. You got it?
Okay.
Okay, move slowly. When in doubt, if you get to an intersection, you don't know which way to go, just wait there. I'll come back and find you.
Okay, the
But
mother's
go
like,
very
I'm
slow.
coming with you. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going.
Then the father's like, I want to come too.
You
And
got to
she,
look after your kids and grandma.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Sorry, Pete.
Yeah. What'd you call him?
Pete.
Oh, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so Pete turns around and uh, we'll name her, since this is Sven, we'll name her Hilda.
Okay.
Hilda comes with you.
Okay. Okay. Hilda, how old is Sven?
Uh, 3.5. But
Okay, how well? He's what?
he's obviously fast.
He's fast.
Sven!
Got it. You can see well down here.
Pretty well.
Okay, just as we're going, I'm doing all of the mental mapping within my capacity to remember the directions that I'm going. Are we passing loads of intersections and all that kind of stuff?
No, it's pretty straight. Okay, I need to leave you there, Dirk. I need to
Right.
go back to everybody else. Okay, everyone else. You have Barm is with you, and I'm just gonna say that given what Dirk just pulled off, the heroics just pulled off, that you're able to wrangle everyone else. However, a man leading a family of gnomes comes around the corner and is like, "Do you know the lizard guy is down the other tunnel looking for a missing child? I don't know if you want to help him or not."
No, I'm sure he's got it handled. How are you?
I mean, not great. Are you sure the spider things are all dead?
Yeah, we collapsed the tunnel.
Can we start a
So
big fire or something?
we're gonna get you guys up to the castle. You'll be safe there, and they have fires there.
Which castle?
Magnus.
Fort Magnus. Okay. All right.
Can I do a perception check on this human?
Sure. What would you like to perceive?
Insight.
Yeah,
Insight
I
check.
want to know if he's faking how scared he is.
Sure, go ahead.
What do you want? Insight?
I would like insight.
Okay. 16.
You don't think he's faking being scared. You think that he's a lot more selfish than he's letting on, is what you think. He's like, "Oh, we should be concerned about these gnomes," but really he's just like, "Fuck all of you. Can we burn the spiders and get me someplace safe, please?"
Can we give directions to Barm to lead the way to the castle? Is it too complicated, or
Barm doesn't see well down here.
all right?
You literally
Uh,
have the only people that see well down here are this family of gnomes, a dwarf, and apparently this human, who now Zerwin knows is incredibly selfish.
okay. I will lead the way to the fort. Does anyone else want to come up to the front with me?
I'll go up the front with you. Why not?
I'm
Cool.
gonna go get Dirk.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think-
everyone else go get Dirk.
Um,
Way to go, Gelidus. You put Owen in a real weird spot.
But he's a paladin.
I'll go get Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk might need those gnomes might need rescues.
Okay. Barm pulls you aside as Rengeldis on your way, and he's like, "Whenever we get to where we're going, is there some place where the people are going to funnel through one at a time? Because I need a head count, and I can't get it down here."
We'll make sure to set up a toll booth for you, so that you can get a head count. There's a door there. We came down through some sort of entryway, so they should
It's
go through one at a time.
Out of game, it's a well.
Yeah, it's a door that leads to a ladder that leads up to a well.
Yeah, there's a door that leads to a ladder that leads up through a well. So at that door, you can get a head count there. And then you could get a head count at the top of the well to make sure that everyone who goes in the door gets out of the well.
No, I need to be in the light anyway. You guys will work it out, I'm sure. He's like, "I can't see here. Do you understand? I can only see as far as my torchlight goes." All right, so
Okay.
Gelidus and Ezra, you're going to lead everyone back to Fort Magnus, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, are you guys going to be in front, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes most sense.
All right, Jana, Owen, and Zerwin, you are going to turn down the tunnel.
Mhm.
All right. Dirk, I would like you to make me a perception check.
25.
Oh, nailed it. Okay. Well, you may not need your friends then. I was going to assume that you were going to need your friends, but now you might not. Um, along the
I
way,
see.
what's that?
I see Sven.
No. Along the way, though, you notice something you didn't notice before. That there is a strange marking on one of the stones. It's a series of like long wavy lines, and there's like the little bit of dust that's gathered down here, which is not much, even though it's rarely used. Probably because it's rarely used. A little bit of dust is like smudged and wiped away on that stone.
That's weird.
Yeah, and it's also about like 2 feet off the ground that smudge is, which is pretty much the perfect height for a gnome child.
Be so crazy that there's two. Okay.
There's another lost gnome child down here?
How many gnome children? Okay, cool. So, good to know. Going in the right direction. Those are weird markings. I keep looking for more smudges along the wall as we go, and footprints if those are there, and other signs. I'm a tracker.
Yeah, no footprints. But you did find that sign, but there's nothing else in this hallway. You get to the end and turn around and you run into your friends on the way back. Friends, you've run into Dirk. He's with I mean, you heard the yelling mother the entire way. It wasn't hard to track. But you run into them as they're on their way back down towards you, clearly not having found Sven.
I think I'm gonna go back to that smudge spot. I think I'm gonna go back there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wipe it. I'm gonna see if it does anything. If anything happens, something happens when I touch it.
All right. Is there one?
So we can see it now since he's trying to rub it.
Yes.
What is that, Dirk?
You can only see things that I attempt to rub, though, in the dark.
Ball facing the wall.
I'm standing really close to Dirk.
It's like the end of Blair Witch Project in here.
Dirk, what are you rubbing?
You want to come see?
I'd like you to tell me
Thank
what it
God
is.
there was an end to that sentence.
I'm trying to find a toddler. It's
Okay, but what
is that what you call it?
What are they? What does this have to do with a toddler?
You know what it has to do with a toddler. Never mind. Do you? I'm good. I'm rubbing the wavy lines. Does anything happen?
Is that what you call it?
Okay.
This is what I get for trying to rescue children.
Okay. The only was that Rabbit Poop Man? All right. So
I get, according to Ezra, a field goal.
all right. So the only thing that happens is you feel movement when you rub the wavy lines.
It moved. It moved. It moved. It moved. Did you see it move? Zerwin.
Nothing happened.
No, it moved. Is it the stone moving or the wavy lines moving?
Ah, good question. Want to do it again?
I still don't know what the fuck the wavy lines have to do with anything. You just found wavy lines?
I can't focus when you're yelling at me. I do the wavy lines again.
Okay. The yellow stone is moving, and this time it jiggles away from the stone next to it by a teeny tiny fraction. If your fingers were real small, they would fit inside those wavy lines just about perfectly.
I got claws.
Yeah, you can. Claws. Yeah, now that you notice that you put your claws sideways and you turn it and it slides back. And then inside this little teeny tiny hole is a very terrified gnome child.
I put my giant dragon face
there
in the
it is, yeah.
You're safe
here to save you.
Yeah, no, he screams at the top of his lungs.
Someone who
no, so you get elbowed really sharply in the gut by Hilda, who like muscles you out of the way and grabs her screaming child.
Yay! Now we're terrifying children.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
She's just like, crying and holding him and like.
She should be
don't you
crying.
ever run away again. That that sort of thing. Like, what were you thinking? We're in a dark tunnel, but also like it doesn't matter now because you're here. Um, Dirk, though, when you had your whole entire face in there, it looked like there was something else in that little cache.
Well,
Yeah.
is this the different stone? This isn't the magical stone.
It is the magical stone.
Okay.
So
Dirk,
I look again.
how the hell did you move that stone?
I put my fingers in it.
It's
I go back in.
It's not the whole stone, Zerwin. It's a thin facade that slides in. It just fits so perfectly, it looks like the normal stone. So unless you actually like put your hand there and move it, there was no way to know that it wasn't one of the normal stones, if that makes sense.
One of the magic stones.
Sorry, one of the magic stones, yes.
Okay.
So I but I look in again.
Yeah, there seems to be some sort of book back there.
Oh shit! Where's Ezra? I reach in and
It's
I grab it.
it's a little journal, leather bound, with a little lock on it.
Does it seem like a tough lock? Jana, come see if this is a trap.
It's a trap!
Doesn't that mean we should all get out of the way?
Only if she succeeds. Or thinks
Somebody
she
bring that gnome
succeeds.
kid back here to open this up.
I need to stand close to everyone to give them a +4.
So I'm checking if it's a trap.
Yeah, I'll make a roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, investigation.
Yep.
19.
This is not trapped.
Great. Can I open it easily?
No. If you try
You
to
guys
tear
don't
this,
open this easily.
if you try to open this like forcing the lock, you will severely damage it.
You'll be the trap then.
Oh. I don't know what that means, but it's scary.
Can I use? Can I roll sleight of hand to pick the lock?
It's a number combination.
Oh,
There's no key.
this seems like an Ezra problem.
Actually, it's all right. Sorry. It's numbers and letters. So, but it isn't like the entire alphabet that you all know. It's 11 letters and 7 numbers.
Which letters?
The letters are runes.
Bill, did you read Dan Brown recently?
No.
Are the letters Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Type it in, see what happens.
Wait, so but how big is the combination though? How many digits is the combination? 5?
Mm-hmm.
T
Yeah, he's doing the math on how the combinations are right now.
Dirk, try boobs with a Z.
There's
like
not.
and zeros?
There's no.
No, it's BEWBS.
No, BEWBZ.
Yeah, one of the 11 letters is definitely W.
All right. No, the runes are not a language any of you here have seen before. The numbers are numbers you recognize. 1 through 7.
Okay.
Well, guys, I don't recognize any of those. Why do we even need to open it? We're not gonna be able to fucking read the thing.
I'm gonna read it.
Let's
I like
bring
his
it with-
confidence.
Okay.
I'm
I think
putting it
you're
in
gonna.
the bag.
I think you're gonna look at it.
I'm taking this with me. While we're walking back, we should look for more wavy signs. If you see wavy things, or like signs on the stones, just put your claws in them.
We should close
I
that.
don't have
though.
clothes.
We should close that.
That one?
Yeah, if that's open, the
Open with
magic
my foot.
stone isn't stopping things from getting in.
I close it with my foot.
You got claws on your feet too. You take your shoes off.
Technically,
No,
he does.
it just slides back. But yes, I have claws on my feet. How
Does
long have
Dirk-
we known
Does
each other?
Dirk wear shoes? Do
Do you wear
Dragonborn have
shoes?
feet? Or are they
No,
like?
it's more of like a Birkenstock.
Is your foot more in the line of human or tyrannosaur? Which
That feels like a false choice. I mean, Tyrannosaur makes it sound very
false choice?
Yeah,
False,
First off-
false dichotomy here.
I'm just saying, Tyrannosaur. That's 3. I got 5. All
Okay.
right. I'm a thinking being. I got 5 toes.
Yeah, but is
But
one
other
like
Chickens
than-
don't
higher?
think.
Is one like higher up on your ankle, like a
do I have a
weird?
spur? No, I
Yeah.
got those removed.
Okay.
No, but other than the 5 thing, it's actually pretty Tyrannosaur. That's correct.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
You sure? You... Everyone's looking at Dirk's feet now. Makes you a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not.
No, Owen's drooling a little bit. I see it.
Is there anything
Oh,
else
you're making
down
it
this
weird.
hallway?
No,
There's no other offshoots. We're just heading back.
You've been down this hallway before, so not that you saw last time you were here, but feel free to go back and look if you'd like.
Oh, and if you're gonna look at my feet like that again, I'm gonna charge you a subscription fee.
Only feet. Nice.
Okay. Well, now we're definitely not for kids. All right. All right.
This
Heading
was
back.
supposed to be for kids.
No, it's definitely not. Now that we're heading back,
I've said some terrible things.
you take a right when you get out of the tunnel. You're actually going to catch back up if everyone filters through. Ezra and Gelidus gets everyone there perfectly fine and safe, but filtering 300 people through a space only big enough for one person at a time takes quite a while.
Also, how are we going to get these injured people up the fucking well?
Yeah, they're going to have to be carried. And the
We could
children.
probably rig up some sort of pulley system with a platform that raises and lowers. How wide is the well?
6 feet. It's
How
pretty
tall
big.
is it? How
Or like
tall is it?
a sitting, like you drape someone in a sitting position on like a little platform that goes up and down?
30-ish feet, Serwin.
Okay.
It's sheer size, really good condition. The ladder's wood, not stone, but it is bolted to the wall with metal things that hit the wooden ladder. Actually, assuming that Azra and Gelidus, you're the first ones out of the tunnel, Akagung is actually there waiting for you. How did it go?
We
Got 'em
think
all.
we got everyone out. We were going to procure some of the goods that you had stored down there for the betterment of the people up here. However, before we could get those goods out from where everybody was, we were attacked by nightmarish spider people. Don't worry, everybody is fine. We did have to collapse the tunnel. I do have a suspicion that some of the finer cheeses that you had stored down there for Vineth might have been lost in the tunnel collapse. Never forget.
I'll send you a bill.
Hey, what was the furniture that you had stored in the room that we previously cleared out from the moss monster and the devil locusts?
Private contract.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. That's what I'm worried about.
Why?
You deal with illicit goods.
You think cheese and furniture are illicit?
No, I think you maybe listed something that was illicit as
Everyone gets dealt
furniture
with them. It will be.
to to make it seem mundane, and really it was not mundane.
Oh, you're far too clever for me, Ezra. I wouldn't even think of that. But you got the people out.
I don't appreciate the sarcasm, but we did.
I don't appreciate you asking me about my private business.
All right, well, just know that when, I'm going to get into that room before you are, and I'm going to see that furniture.
Maybe.
Probably not, Ezra mutters to himself and walks away.
Did you find the barrels?
Yes, actually, we did.
Did you bring them?
No.
I regret not telling you. I was pretty tired last night. I apologize.
You're fine. We left them there. We did. We could see almost immediately that those were very dangerous, and we didn't want them near people. So we left them there, and we just moved the people. And then, attempted to move the cheese.
Yeah.
The wine would have been next, and then the furniture last.
I do wish you had brought more supplies out. I understand why you didn't.
Well, yeah,
I would have gladly donated my cheese and wine.
thanks. It would have helped to raise the spirits here, but it's not
Mine
necessarily the
included.
most crucial.
Well,
By the way, the spider people, the nightmarish spider people, came from the room where the furniture was, so, or at least that direction. So if it was anything alive, it's probably dead now. The furniture.
you think I store live things in a dungeon?
Maybe they were exotic pets. Maybe they were, maybe they were sex workers. I don't know what they were. They could have been anything.
I'm not a monster, Ezra.
I-
Barm comes out at that point and looks at
Would
Ak Gung and says, Ak, Barm, I'm glad to see you've made it through. How are my people? And you realize some of the guards that were working with Barm, like some of the martially equipped people, were actually probably Ox guards that recognized Barm. And they all sort of come through first and start helping people out. Barm is getting a count. Not now, Ak. I need to make sure everybody's here. Ak says, I'm going to go get some water for everybody. And he turns around and walks away. So Dirk and Jana and Owen and Zerwin, you all make it to the rear of the group. And you're going to have to sort of wait your turn. But it also means you have the opportunity to help some people up. Yes, Dirk, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna sort of start say like, guys, I got some pretty crazy. I ran into something in the wall when I was running through the wall.
What did you run into?
It was a dude. I think it was a dude. I actually, you know what? Didn't confirm. Person. But like a stone magic fetal person that this whole thing is built around. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I describe it in detail with all of the details that I obtained when I was running through the wall. And I was like, I think somebody's got to wake that person up.
Did you see a spot? Was it the altar we're trying to find?
Altar? No. Maybe. I don't know anything about that. All I know is that there was a guy in the stone. So he's in, it's like this is, I think, you know what I think this is? I think this is his tomb. A tomb's like a grave, Zerwin. And I think that this whole thing is secretly built as like a special crypt. A crypt is like a tomb, Zerwin. And for this creature person who I think is magic and resurrectable. Want to know why I think that? Complete hunch. But I think magic, resurrectable, tomb god just might be the key to all this.
But
We could break this wide open. Yeah, I think we should take it to the papers.
I'm convinced.
He's a
You're
paladin.
just trying to get at my feet.
I'll do anything to get to those sweet, sweet claw feet.
Talon toes over
Those
here.
talon toes.
those delicious
so
chicken
talented.
legs.
I always said I was quite talented.
We'll be here all week.
You had to go and
Yeah.
ruin something beautiful, didn't you? All right.
I'm doing this in game.
Mm,
Dirk,
In game.
normally I have to pay for this.
Dirk, I want to remind you that the fetal position body was also made of stone.
Yeah, but it was magic stuff.
Yes. I don't think you made that clear to your friends. So
I said I described it in detail.
okay. So I want to make sure that detail got across.
Okay.
Um,
So we would need to excavate, it sounds like.
Or why don't we just talk to Booker? He seems to know quite a lot about shit.
Let's talk to Booker and see if we have a drill.
all right. I'm gonna skip through the filtering everybody out phase.
Oh, that's my favorite phase.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Ak does bring a Ak has convinced 2 large burly men to bring a barrel of water over. And also a cart that they're loading the injured onto. Everybody gets some water and a piece of bread when they come out and are sort of shown around. When everybody's out, all the guards kind of, Oxmen go with Ock. There's a couple of the city guard that were down there. Most of the people that were holding swords were Oxmen, except for Barm and 2 other guys. Those 2 other guys leave, but Barm kind of motions you guys over towards away from the well, towards the wall.
I'll head over. We'll walk that direction.
He looks around. It's possible I'm real tired and made a mistake, but I counted 312 people that came out.
That's the number I had.
Is that what? So
So we have too many.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there was 311 of us.
where's
Yeah.
that human? Where's that guy who we met before we went after Dirk?
In the crowd, there's now almost 1,000 people in Castle Magnus.
Oh, and throw me up in the air.
I will do this without hesitation.
And I will do I don't know, would it be perception check to try to find him in there?
Let's see how well Owen rolls first.
I got a 17 to throw a dwarf.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm also going to help. I'm going to jump off the ground. Like I'm going to assist.
No.
Ezra,
Yes.
can you do
No,
the
not if I'm gonna Leo and Kate Beckinsale that shit first.
No, Ezra, do the fist thing. Once he's in the air, you gotta punch him up.
Okay.
Punch him up.
Are you just gonna throw him
With the
straight
fist
up in the air, or are you gonna throw him in a
Yes.
direction?
No, straight up in the air.
Okay. Are you gonna catch him too? Actually, don't tell me. Don't spoil
That's optional.
it. Don't spoil it. Okay, you throw him straight up in the air with a 17. You get pretty high, right? So I'm gonna say you get probably 7 or 8 feet off the ground.
All right. So is it a perception check you want to try to find this guy?
Sure.
Ooh, 7.
Yeah, no, you don't see him. There is a moment
day
of
is it?
delight though, as you reach the top of your arc, and you're taken straight back to your childhood when your dad used to throw you up in the air, which is probably why you smashed against the ceiling of the cave that you guys lived in pretty frequently, which might explain a few things. But then you drop.
He only needed a 7 to perceive delight.
Do you want?
I need a lot higher than that.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna get like a nat
drugs.
20 to feel
Are you
anything.
going to catch me, or do I have to roll a fucking acrobatics check?
I got you. I let him fall.
I'll roll
What
it.
day
Can
is
I
it?
roll acrobatics to try to catch myself?
Yeah, that's a dexterity roll. Oh, it's acrobatics, yeah.
Let's see, a 13.
Oh, you land surprisingly well. You take no damage. You do fall a little hard, but you catch.
Superhero landing.
All right, so and that was great. Didn't see shit.
You want to go again?
Why don't you just put him on your shoulders?
No, this is better.
Heck, do we have is the 312 people who we brought up, are they all relatively contained in this area?
No, they've been as soon as they got up, they got water, they got bread, and they got led away, depending on if they were injured or not, and put out in the courtyard. Some people went inside, like depending on their level of injured or ability to take care of themselves. Able-bodied ones went either in the Adventurers Guild or the
Since
barracks.
one is potentially an enemy, we have to kill all of them.
That's the
he's-
paladin, ladies and
He's a
gentlemen.
paladin.
That's the
I'm
paladin.
paladin.
So, but the human would have been one of the last ones out, right?
What's this human
Because-
look like?
He's very fast. He might have sort of like weaseled through.
You guys all look the same. I look at Owen.
He looks like a doppelganger.
You guys-
If Zerwin says that to me, I throw him again.
Were you guys paying
Hey,
attention
hey.
to?
If I'm getting thrown, I'm looking again.
I got a 27.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, so this time the full extension, right? Because Owen's over 6 feet tall and his arms are another, 2. This time the full extension puts you up like at least 10 feet, if not more.
All right, I'm going to use the help action for
And I'm-
Zerwin's perception check.
I'm also going to use our plus
How?
5. I'm gonna
Yep. Yes.
I'm gonna use our plus 5 night market renown from our like 3rd episode here, and roll another perception to see if I can see this guy.
And I yell focus at him, which is a help action.
I
could throw Dirk up in the air too.
Yeah,
I
it's
rolled-
double advantage.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. All right.
Total?
I don't. You think you might have seen him going into? You might have seen his back going into Castle Magnus, Fort Magnus, proper, like the actual keep. Excuse me.
There,
Well,
stop.
that guy-
Freeze.
Oh wait, do I need to? Are you trying to catch me this time, or are you dropping me
I
again?
promise that I'm trying to catch you this time.
All right, I'll roll another acrobatics.
Yeah, you will.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Oh, oh! This time when Zerwin lands, he lands in like the power land. He looks up and says,
Thanks, Owen. I'm
welcome.
I'm oblivious to him being upset with me.
Do you want to go again?
No, we should go to Castle Magnus.
Oh,
Although-
you saw the person?
Yeah, I don't. This guy just gave me a funny vibe. I don't.
Yeah, let's go find the funny vibe guy.
Also, before we go, Jana, is your necklace glowing? No.
"It's not."
Were you guys paying attention at all while you were underground with these people? Like,
No.
Did you see it glowing at any point there?
Nobody ever looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
312.
That's because there are 2 or 3 people in this group that really love to fucking rush into things.
I wish we listened to Zerwin's wise and slow counsel.
Bram, do you have like names or
What'd you just call? What'd you
descriptions?
just call him?
Barm, do you have names and descriptions for the people that, like from the 24 hours or so that they were all stuck with you?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have 311 people memorized.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's make an announcement asking that everyone who came up out of the well regroups by the well, so that we can find actual spaces for them to sleep. And
Also, they
Eat?
want a prize from a contest.
I almost guarantee that's not going to work.
all right, then we won't do that. All
Uh,
right.
Some people are injured, for example, right? Some people are exhausted. Some people are
They're
on
not
the
going to
edge.
win. They're not going to win the prize from the contest, though. That's
No.
You'll get some people back here.
All right. So do we want to chase the lead of the dwarf getting thrown in the air and he thinks he saw a guy walking into the castle?
I'm pretty sure that was his back.
Okay.
Sure, let's go.
Let's all go.
Going fast.
I'm going fast.
Going fast.
Okay. Are you yogging?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go throgging? I could throw you.
Perfect form, by the way.
Dirk's limping a little bit, by the way.
The tail.
Okay.
Perfect.
Dirk, you're limping.
Let's go. I
Yeah.
hustle over there.
What's
All
the
right.
matter?
Perfect form. I'm injured badly. Let's go.
All right.
I'll rush up and touch him. How many hit points are you down?
40.
Touch his feet.
Yeah, yeah. If he's limping, you have to heal his foot.
I'm gonna have to give you a tender foot massage for this one.
You perv.
What do you have against the love of two adventurers?
I've got nothing against it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Am I healed or not? Can we just
Yep,
interject?
you're healed. I heal you 40.
Do I
Wow.
perceive a wave of delight?
No,
You experience joy.
What'd you roll?
it does feel good though.
I don't roll. It's healing ability.
This is the world's greatest foot massage. You just heal 40 fucking points of damage.
This is a Pulp Fiction foot massage. So
I'm almost out of healing, but you know.
Fuck you.
How do we get here every fucking session? All right, I'm in awe of you all. Okay, so I don't want to kink shame anyone out there. This is totally fine to have a foot thing, and foot massages are good things to do for anybody who needs them. None of them are going to heal 40 points of damage except for this one, I imagine, but that's okay because he's a paladin. You go in
I'm a
through.
foot massaging paladin.
Yeah.
Who can't speak.
Hold on, Dirk. Can I be like, Dirk, you saw this guy. You sent him back to us with a gnome grandma and family. Do you think you could track this guy? Aren't you a tracker?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm tracking him so hard already.
Bird dog him. Bird dog him, Dirk.
You got to send. You got to. take
Go
a.
off. My dog just woke up.
Oh my god. All right.
My God. Oh, get it. This could be a touchdown. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. We only have half of Zerwin's attention tonight because the Bills game is on.
Yes, sport.
Show him your shirt, Zerwin. You got it on?
Yeah. Go
There,
Bills.
there it is. Yeah.
They just
There.
caused a fumble on the 3-yard line and ran it back 40
And
yards.
that's good, is it?
They were about to score. Yes.
Well, then I'm glad that what happened happened.
Yeah, no, that's true. I am too. Okay, so you know, you if you had a piece of cloth, you could rub it in Dirk's face and he could catch the scent and go after it, but you don't. So by tracking, no, you're muted, Zerwin. So everything you're saying right now is totally untrue.
But he would recognize him. So if he saw him once we get inside, he'd be like, "Oh, there he is," and we could go that way. Is what I meant by bird dog him.
Yes, absolutely. Remember though, when you walk in through the front doors of the Keep of Magnus Keep, and immediately in the main large hallway that is the main entrance, it's all of the most badly wounded, right? And then
I'll stop and start helping people.
people who are attending them. These are people who are on death's door or whose minds are broken. It's funny, Owen, you did this last time you were in here, even though you weren't actually here. I specifically said Owen
Makes
helps.
sense.
Yeah.
I help.
I'm not gonna say you're gonna cast any spells here, but you immediately start applying bandages and whatnot.
Yeah, I have a little medicine.
Yeah.
Do we see him when we walk in the door?
You do not see him. But you can. There is a lot of people going in and out of here. It's busy, and there are around each person who is down, or I shouldn't say that. Most of the people who are on cots have other people around them who are family or friends or concerned, individuals. There's only a couple of people who have no one around their cot. So you've got the, now closer to 75 badly wounded people, plus all the people around them. You recognize Vinith Gata is here again. He was doing the same thing the other day. He's just walking around trying to comfort people. He's not really good at it because he's too grumpy and gruff, but there is something about his presence that does seem to help a little bit overall. But no, none of you see that man in particular. Sorry.
Yeah, Zerwin, you're muted.
How many exits to this place are there? Like, how many exits to this main keep are there?
So there's the main doors behind you.
I don't think he went that way.
There's double doors in front of you that lead to a big dining room area. And then there is a single door to your left that go to stairs. There's a single door to your right that goes to stairs. And in the back corner, there's a single door that goes to a hallway. And in the back corner on the right, a single door that goes to a hallway.
Are there any official looking people here or people who seem to have been here for a while?
I already told you one of them. Vinith
Did you?
Gate is here.
But there's nobody who looks like they're, doing like administrative duties here, keeping track of folks and.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone to ask about this person so I can describe him and then see if anybody saw him.
Soppy seems to be the man with paper right now, recording everything.
Okay, ask Sapi. And describe the character in question.
This is fake Soppy, right? Soppy's in hell.
Don't tell anyone.
Yes, I do think I saw that man. I don't see him now, though.
Do you know which way he may have gone? Are all of these doors open?
No. Well, sorry, no. Is that you're asking out of game, right? Because you could just look at the doors.
No, I meant I'm asking Soppy in a
unlocked?
sense that are any of these doors unlocked?
Everything is unlocked right now except for our private chambers.
Since this room is being used for people in recovery, there are probably people pretty close to basically every single door.
Yes.
So let's go. Let's split up and ask each with a description of this person, and ask the people closest to each door if somebody who matches that description went through that door within the last couple minutes.
Okay.
Break.
Who's going to which corner? So there are four corners that have doors, and there's the double doors directly in front of you.
I'm going to the double doors just in case there's wine in the dining room.
I'm going to the first left corner.
I'll go to the first right corner.
Okay.
Whichever one nobody else went to.
I got a nat 20 on a medicine check, so.
And if there's a door left, Jana's got that one.
Yeah.
Well, Galdus and Jenna didn't tell me which way they were going. They're just looking at each other, being like, "You pick away. No, you pick away. No, you pick away."
Stop fighting and get a door.
I go to the door that nobody went to.
Well, there's one in the
two
back
more.
left, and there's one in the back right that nobody went to.
All right, back left.
Okay.
Back right.
Okay. Dirk, you go to the door. This goes to stairs that go up to a tower where there are presumably guards. There is a cot nearby. There is a man who probably is going to die or is likely to die, but he has with him he's probably in his 60s, and he has a woman who's sitting kind of, occasionally wiping his brow and, talking to him, even though he's unconscious.
How's he gonna die? Owen rolled a nat 20 in medicine. What's he curing? Herpes in the front and letting this guy die in the back?
Owen's not at this guy.
Anyways, I lean and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm looking for someone and it's an emergency. Did the man who is this thing go through this door anytime in the last 5 minutes? Do you know?
No one's been over here but you.
Okay. Well, there's people coming around doing healing stuff, so I'm sure you'll. Okay. Take care.
Okay, Ezra, you go to the other
Front right,
door
I think we said.
Yeah, door that goes to stairs that go up to a guard tower on the other side.
Hi.
There is a cot near this one. In it is a like maybe 2-year-old girl, and her parents are on either side. She looks like she got badly burned. and is currently unconscious, as is her mother sleeping in a chair. Her father is awake.
Hi. Did a human man about Ezra holds his hand way up here, about yay tall, matching this description, go through this door within the last couple minutes?
I haven't been paying attention, but I don't think anyone's gone through this door in the past couple of minutes.
All right, thank you. Ezra turns and stands there and waits to see what happens with his friends.
Okay, Geldis, you went back right.
Yep.
That door goes to a hallway, which connects to the tower at the end, but through a different door. So you can see where you are that the door that Ezra is looking through goes to that same stairs guard tower. This hallway also connects from the other side. Near this entrance doesn't have anyone right next to it, but there are two beds on either side of this entrance. One of them has a woman in it who has no one near her bed, and she is unconscious. And the other one has in it an old man, and sitting near his bed is a maybe 30 something woman, who is crying currently.
Guess I'll go over to the bed with the man and the woman. Did what's the guy look like? Like, how's he doing?
He might be dead.
Can I check?
Sure.
Do I need to roll medicine, or can I just check?
No. Yeah, I mean, you want to reach over and check his pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
How long has he been dead? Too long?
He's not cold.
Someone feign deathing.
No, I mean, I could recess. I could cast a spell, but
You
it
wanna
has to be done within a minute of him dying.
Do you want to use medicine to see if you can tell how long he's been dead for?
Yeah, why not? 21.
More than a minute. Probably like 5, at least 5, if not 10.
All right. Well, nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother her. I'm just gonna go down the hallway towards the guard tower.
Okay, it goes the other direction also. So this door goes to a tunnel. Jesus Christ, I've been underground for too long. Goes to a hallway. One direction goes towards the tower. The other direction goes back. And having been in this place previously, you can see, or you can guess, that this hallway runs the whole length, and it will go to the dining room, and it will go to the backside of the theater, and then it will end at the kitchen.
Oh, I'm gonna go towards the kitchen then.
Okay. Zerwin, your double doors. They are actually open, and they've turned the dining room into a medical supplies area. And there is wine here, however. But it's being boiled. So that means the alcohol is evaporating out of it. And also that you can't drink it lest you burn your mouth. But they're using
There's none that's waiting to be boiled.
Not currently, but you hang out for a minute or two, they'll probably bring some more in.
Well, so I assume someone's managing something in front of me.
Yeah, this is a big dining room, and there's probably 15 people in here.
I don't see him, right?
You don't see him, and you're pretty confident you'd recognize him.
So I ask, I just go up to one of the persons near me, say, "Hey, did a human man just run through here?
I'm sorry?
Did a human man just come through here that isn't helping you with anything?"
Oh, no. No. In fact, take these, please. And he hands you a stack of, like, newly boiled towels.
Sure. Where are they going?
First table on your right and back in the other room.
Okay. I take it back out.
Okay. Jana. You notice the same thing that Gelidus did. There are also 2 beds near this one. One of them has a person in it that is alone. There's no one around his cot. He's a man that looks like he's maybe in his 30s. He's got some pretty gnarly wounds. He's been bandaged, looks like, on his head and a little bit on his chest. And then the other one is like a teenage girl, and what's someone that's clearly her father is there, and it looks like they had to amputate one of her arms.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the man.
The father.
No, to the man who's alone in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And say, "Sorry to bother you. Can you tell me if a human man just walked through here?"
He's unconscious, this man.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Say it louder.
Then I'll ask the father and the girl.
The father, the girl is also unconscious, but the father looks up at you. I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, I was just wondering if a man just walked through here.
Yes. He went into the hallway.
Great, thank you. All right, I'm gonna try to follow that.
Okay.
If Ezra sees that Jana goes through the door, which he had specifically turned around and looked to see what happened with his friends, he's gonna make a beeline for Jana and try to wave everybody else towards Jana also.
Well, Gelidus and Jana both walked through their doors.
Oh.
And that happened at the same time.
Ezra waves at me, and I wave back and drop all the fucking towels.
Zerwin, can you follow Jana and I'll follow Gelidus?
Sure. I have no idea why. Sure, sounds good. I'm embarrassed about the towels, so I scurry off.
Owen, hold on, back up. Owen,
Yes.
you rolled a 20 on your medicine check, a nat 20?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let me think about this carefully here. Okay. All right. There was a boy who was brought in who has some sort of severe head injury. Looks like he got bashed in the back of the head by something. And you notice when you attend to him that whoever bandaged him bandaged his head really tightly. And there's probably some swelling that's happening there. And when you take the bandage off, you notice that there's actually a crack in this kid's skull. You have just enough like wherewithal and knowledge to realize that you can actually drill a small hole in this kid's head and relieve that pressure. And sort of bandage this back up. And you're like, I'm confident I can do this. So you do. And when you do, he wakes up and he looks at you.
Do you know your name, young lad?
Aaron.
Aaron. Who are your parents?
Mama and Daddy.
Right. Did you see anything?
It's the man.
Which man?
The one with the tattoos on his arms.
What did he do?
He hit me. Why did he hit me?
He was intimidated by you, obviously. Strong young lad like yourself.
Yeah, he's like probably 8, 9.
Okay. Can you describe him? Just a man with tattoos on his arms?
I He came from behind me. I didn't see, but then I fell, and when I looked up, I saw his arm.
Can you
He's
describe any of the markings on the tattoo?
Yes. It was a puppet.
Puppet.
Yeah.
Okay.
A puppet of an old woman, I think.
Hmm.
And that's all I remember.
Well, you've had a blow to the head. That's amazing that you remember anything. Get some rest.
Thank you.
I'm gonna call for a nurse or another priest or like whoever is doing the medic stuff
Okay.
to come over and
All right. Yeah, someone comes over. Someone's like, "This is a miracle. Gotta find this kid's parents."
yes, mummy and daddy is what he told me. Did you see any man with tattoos on his arm come through?
No one's paying attention to you anymore.
Oh, I just performed a fucking miracle.
Yeah. Now they're all paying attention to the kid.
Fine. I'll go look for the others.
You do see Jana. You look up in time to see Jana and Galadis each disappear into their respective hallways.
All right, that was one of the best football plays I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm guessing Josh Allen was involved.
Yeah, I won't ruin it. Well, look, you can look at it later. So, I
Thanks.
mean, it's just out of control how good that was.
All right, so Zerwin, you're following Jana. Ezra, you're following Galadis. So Dirk and Owen. So Owen's closer to Jana and Dirk's closer to Galadis.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I believe you.
Okay. All right. So Zerwin and Owen, you catch Jana as she, is maybe like a couple steps ahead of you in the hallway. Ezra and Dirk, you catch Galadis in the same situation. Let's go with Galadis and Ezra and Dirk first. I love splitting the party. I love splitting the party. I love splitting the party.
Galadis, did they say that he went this way? Jana and the others went down the other hallway.
No, I just figured this goes all the way to the kitchens, and if I was trying to run away and be inconspicuous, I'd be going to the kitchens too.
Okay, but they said they didn't see anybody come this way?
Oh, the people by my door were dead, so they didn't see anybody.
All of them were dead?
Well, except for the woman crying. I wasn't going to bother her, though.
Okay. We don't know. Okay, you guys look this way. I'm gonna go check and see if the other guys actually saw something or heard about something.
All right.
Ezra goes to join the other group.
So Dirk and Galadis, the first door on your left is a door that goes to the dining room, which is exactly as I described to Zerwin, which is a place they're now like cleaning rags and towels and cloths and bed sheets, and disinfecting them by boiling them in wine. The next door down goes to the side door of the theater. That one is closed, and the theater is dark. Do you want to go in there and look?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You're with the Kender. Actually, this is the perfect pairing. The two of you
Yeah.
pretty much dive face first into everything. Okay, yeah. The theater is large and dark. So you don't. Oh, actually, you can both see in the dark pretty well, can't you? All
I
right.
can see 300 feet of
Yeah.
dark vision.
Okay. Both of you make. Do you both want to make perception checks, or does one of you want to help the other one?
2 perception checks.
Okay.
I get a 20, 30.
Dirty 20.
It was 17.
Okay.
A 30-20?
30-20. Gotta love a 30-20. All right. Dirk, it does look like someone has been through here recently. Because like the couple of the seats in the theater, they're not like fold up, fold down current contemporary theater seats, right? They're just like chairs that are put up on risers, kind of. But the floor is a riser anyway. A couple of chairs are just slightly askew.
Where?
Someone who had come in from the door opposite you and exited the door in the rear, which is backstage. You've all been through that door before. You know that it goes to a hallway. If you turn right, you go to the kitchens. If you go straight, you go to the library. If you turn left, you go to the hallway that goes upstairs.
Okay, but it's stage right.
Yes.
Okay. He went that way, I say. I start booking it.
I follow. I follow Dirk.
Okay.
Follow me.
All right.
I'm coming.
Jenna, Owen, Zerwin. The
Sorry,
first
I
door
just
you
need-
come to is the dining hall. It is exactly as I've described it twice now. On your right, the door is open. Do you want to stop there and ask? Zerwin, you're muted.
I will.
No, I say I was just in here. We can keep going. They didn't
Oh,
see
okay.
anybody.
Okay. Jenna, I'm assuming that you explained to your friends that you got the lead.
Yeah.
Ezra, all right, hold on. The next door down is the theater. Do you all want to go in that door or keep going?
I'll go in.
Okay. You go in just in time to see Dirk and Gelidus running towards the door and backstage right. Ezra, you come around the corner just in time to see Jenna, Owen, and Zerwin run into the theater.
I run
No.
into the theater behind them.
I didn't want to run to the theater. I want to run to the kitchens.
This
Okay.
leads to the kitchens eventually.
So Owen you have to go down the next thing, and then all the kitchens are on the other side.
Oh, all right. Then never mind. I thought the kitchens were straight ahead of me.
No, that's the other side.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. So, Owen, are you going to call out to Dirk and Gelidus?
Yeah.
You guys hear Owen call out.
Hello.
Owen, this way. Come on.
Oh, okay. You found him?
I don't know. Dirk said go this way.
I follow. That's good enough for me.
There were clues in the chairs. Let's go.
I
You're a
thunder
chair
across
reader.
the theater. I say, keep going, I'll catch up.
Okay, Jenna and Zerwin.
Yeah, because if we keep going straight, do we get to the back of the theater?
All right, so if you go into the theater and you go straight, you're gonna where Dirk and Gelidus are. You're gonna go out the door that you were set to guard.
Yeah,
last time you
yeah,
were here.
yeah. But if I continue down our hallway,
Then you're gonna come to an intersection that's a T that goes right,
which would take me towards them
and the kitchens.
and the kitchens.
Yeah, if you go straight, they're gonna come out that door. You're gonna see them, and you'll actually get there faster rather than running through the theater.
Yeah, I'm gonna run straight. I'm not going into the theater.
And Jenna, you know if you go straight down this hallway, you get to the stairs, you pass the library, and then you get to the stairs that take you upstairs. So you can choose to go through the theater or not.
I'll go through the theater.
Okay. Ezra, Jenna, and Owen go into the theater. Zerwin continues straight.
Owen, where are you? Or I'm sorry, Zerwin, where are you going? Ezra asks.
Straight.
Yeah.
Great.
Going run it this way. I was like, it's all gonna connect behind the theater. This
I'll
is gonna
follow
keep going.
Zerwin.
Just answering straight was pretty good, though.
Yeah, that's very in character.
That's pretty Zerwin. Where are you going? Straight! Forward! Okay, good.
This way?
All right, Owen. Sorry, not Owen. Dirk and Gelidus, you get to the door first. You burst out into the hallway. It's a hallway. To your right is the kitchens that go down the hallway. To your left, there's a T. In front of you, there's the main doors to the library, which are closed currently.
I want to go to the library.
Okay.
Why?
Because that's where evil people go.
Can we make a perception check to see if there's anything that we would notice as far as somebody going one way or the other?
Can we just write that one down? That goes on the quote board. Why the library? Because that's where evil people go. Yes, Gelidus, what kind of perception check are you going to make?
I guess it would be more it's probably survival.
Yeah, so
If
you're
trying to
tracking on a well-trod floor. That's not that's not really how tracking works.
What if there's like scraps?
All right,
Maybe ran by
if
like
you
a
roll a nat
brazier and like
20,
ripped his
okay?
cape.
If you roll a nat 20, I'll give you something. Feel free.
No, I didn't roll nat 20.
Okay. All right, so when you catch up with them, Zerwin, well, hold on. You guys haven't made a decision yet, Dirk and Geldis. What are you going to do? Owen's coming up behind you. Okay, you're going to the library doors. Okay. Library doors are currently locked.
Should have gone to the kitchen.
Go to the kitchen then.
I go to the kitchen.
Okay, Owen and Jenna, you come out and you see Dirk wrestling with a pair of doors and Geldis walking toward the kitchen. Zerwin, you pass. You look down the hallway. You see Dirk trying to get into the library doors, and Geldis is walking towards the kitchens. Would you like to turn down or go straight?
What's straight ahead of me? Stairs.
There's one door to the library on this side, then stairs that go up to the next floor.
And I see Dirk not able to open those library doors.
Correct.
I'm just
So-
screaming, where's Jenna?
I will run to the library door here and see if it's open.
It is open.
I go in.
It's very dark inside.
I have dark vision.
Okay. There's a ton of stuff in here that wasn't in here last time. It looks like they moved, like they cleared out a lot of furniture and put it in the library for now.
Okay. Wonder if this is Ox furniture. Is there? Can I do a perception check to see? I mean, there's not going to be any dust if it's recently moved. But can I do a perception check to see if I see any movement in the dark, or do you not want to even do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I only rolled an 8.
Nah, you don't see anything moving.
All right, I start making my way towards the doors that Dirk was trying to get into
Okay,
to unlock them from this side.
sure. Jenna, Owen, Dirk, you're all standing there. Ezra, you're there also. Wait, no, you went with Zerwin, didn't you?
I was with Zerwin. If Zerwin went to the library, do I know? I'm starting to have an idea of what might be going on. Ezra has an idea himself. Ezra will say to Zerwin, "I think he went upstairs," and Ezra will go toward the stairs.
You ever been upstairs here before, Ezra?
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you do up there before?
We had a
Perv.
great time. Jana abandoned me. I turned into a bug. It was great.
Okay, you're gonna go upstairs. Very good. Geldis, you make it to the kitchen doors. The kitchens are busy. People are trying to prep food for 1,000 people.
I poke my head in.
There's
Did anybody see it?
Go ahead.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, did anybody see a human? Then I describe him, whatever we have as far as description. Come running through here.
Honestly, I don't think anyone's even gonna look at you. These are people running around trying to cook a giant vats of soup for 1,000 people. Someone might like shoot you a dirty look and be like, "Fuck off." You ever been in the kitchen when it's real busy?
Try cooking that stew with no silverware, motherfuckers.
Nope.
Well, he replaces it, so they're using the wrong silverware.
Yeah,
for
it's
stew.
just one piece of silverware that's
They
different
don't-
than all the rest.
They don't have a ladle anymore. They have just a soup spoon, which is a real pain in the ass.
They've got all of the largest containers that were in this castle, all full of like, some sort of meat and vegetable stew sort of thing. And they're just like, how the fuck are we gonna get this out? Like, do we have nearly enough? Like, how many more pots can we put out? Like, can we start making another batch? Like, put this on a fucking wheelbarrow. Like, it's just madness. It's chaos in there.
I back quietly out from all the death glares that I just got.
The door closes. The good news is, like, your perception tells you that if someone ran in there and even bumped someone that was cooking, they would have been immediately stabbed.
There's another way that I didn't go, right?
No.
That is in the
the-
library.
You would have teed if you had gone down the other hallway. You would have teed at this kitchen. But now you can go
Okay.
back and look, Dirk. All right. So Zerwin, you get to the door that Dirk is wrestling with, and you can see there's a big lock on it that you can just switch if you want.
Yeah, I do that.
Dirk, the door pops open.
My God, I did
There's
it.
someone on the other side.
Ah!
Fancy meeting you here.
How did you? Do you teleport too?
Nah, there's a door over there.
Oh,
Come on in. It's not that bad. You can't even really tell there are books in here.
oh, good. Were there bad guys?
I don't know, but there's not that many books.
Do you
Dark.
think
It's
any?
dark. Let's take a look.
No, we're looking for someone. You didn't find anybody in here?
I didn't
I
look
do a
yet.
perception check.
I didn't look yet.
Okay, so let me just say, the
Yes.
library takes up 2 stories, and
Yeah.
it's very large, and it's now also full of furniture. So someone could hide in here, and it might take you quite a long time to find them. But yes, you
Uh-oh.
can definitely look. 100%.
First off, I got a 16 on a perception check.
Great. You don't see anyone where you are, but you do perceive that there are probably 100 fucking hiding spaces in here.
It's not very helpful at all.
Sorry.
Okay, well, 100 isn't that hard.
Many,
Dirk,
I don't know.
Don't you have detect life? Are there any plants in here?
Are there any plants in here? That's a
Probably
really
not.
good question.
Probably not in the dark, right?
There
Oh
are
my
plants.
god, are there plants in here? Motherfucker,
Yeah.
there are definitely
You-
plants in here.
There's definitely plants in here.
I hate everything. Okay, they've put all of the plants over by one of the windows. There's only 2 windows on this side of the building, and they've moved, and one of them is a giant stained glass window that depicts like some sort of like, you know,
Fair.
no, like a celestial event of some sort. And they've moved all the plants over to that stained window.
Do I notice a dude in the fetal position on the celestial event?
That is such a good question that I'm tempted to say yes, but no, you don't. It's a
Okay.
really good question. You know what you do notice though?
Anyways,
Actually, you didn't ask this because it was such a good question. You know what you do notice?
what?
So the way that the celestial event is depicted, it looks like some sort of comet or something.
Yeah.
It has behind it 3 wavy lines that like are long and stretched out.
I just go, huh. And then I cast speak to plants.
Okay.
You gotta
Okay,
roll a d20, don't you?
there's a couple of like almost trees, like trees that are just kind of short, you know, and like trimmed.
Hold on. Is this a magic spell?
Yes, it is. You
I
got to roll
do
d20.
have to roll a d20.
I'm just
Oh
Yeah.
god, I got it too.
Am I the only one who gives a shit about the rules?
God damn it, Zerwin.
It fails and you lose your spell slot. Okay, Ezra, you go upstairs.
Wait, I want to use a danger awesome. I want to use danger awesome points to re-roll that.
Okay.
I want to talk to these plants. That's a 19.
Oh, it works, and you do not lose a spell slot.
Wait,
By the way, at this point, I'm just yelling Booker's name around this messy library.
He's not even. This isn't even his library. Never doesn't matter.
I don't care.
no, they're called books, Ezra.
All right. So, which of the plants you want to talk to? There are several
Sure.
big, like tree-like things that are really well trimmed, and then there are
Okay.
some like there's like 2 massive round things that have like these. What are those like big
Which ones
sprawling
have the best
ferns?
sight lines?
Sorry, what?
Which ones have the best sight lines?
Probably the tallest tree.
All right, I'm going to talk to the tall trees first.
Okay, the tallest tree. Okay.
Tallest tree.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let's go.
Yes. Oh,
What?
it's what a day. Look, have you been sleeping?
Maybe.
So you just woke up right now?
Yep. I'm awake now.
Don't worry about it. I go to the next. I go to the next tree.
Mhm.
Next plant. The next plant with the sight lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's real. It's Yeah. Okay. Next one on the sidelines. Go ahead.
Good day to you.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hey.
My friend right here. We came into this room because we were looking for another person. We were wondering if you might be able to help us find that person. They're in great big
Oh,
trouble.
there's people
Yeah,
everywhere here.
yeah, I know.
They're
Isn't it?
so
Oh,
fast.
I know.
They
Isn't it crazy?
just run
So in
from
this
place to place.
room
Like
that we're
never
in
stop. It's
right
just
now, you see this one room that we're in?
it's really
Have you
dizzying. You're really fast. All you speak fast and you
have
move
you
fast.
seen
Just
anybody else in this room who moved fast in the last
slow
10
it
minutes?
down. Yes. There's a I see a dwarf and a kender
He's not
and
here.
a human man.
Where's the human man? Where do you see
He's
the human man?
I see a human woman
Where's the human man?
and I see a dragonborn,
Where's the
which
human?
I have. Oh, the human man is over in the doorway. He's tall for a human and he's
Is Owen in the doorway?
devastatingly handsome. Yeah, Owen's in the doorway.
Are you gonna out of game, Bill? Are you gonna make all of the plants untalkable too? Is that what's happening?
I don't know
You know,
what
I
you
love
mean.
you. I love you with my whole heart. Are you gonna make the plants untalkable too?
I
I
mean,
mean,
until you're known for burning every plant that you talk to because they just became useless.
you have gotten truthful answers from every plant you've talked to so far, and I'm not
They-
obligated to not make them liars.
This is
Hashtag
fair.
plants are liars.
Hashtag plants are fucking liars.
I
Ah,
you just did a sloth plant that never mind.
I just think about how much slower a tree would think about things than
Oh
a
my god, I'm
person.
gonna die right here at my desk.
I really like trees, and I think if I spend enough time around one tree, I flatter myself into thinking that that tree will eventually
Have you
notice me.
acted your way into being a plant yourself right now? Is that what's happening?
I got a lot of
he
ground to cover.
really likes treants
I
and
do.
Okay.
orchids.
I do.
So I'm just gonna go down the line speaking with plants.
I'm gonna start searching the library for this guy.
Okay.
Do any of them seem like they might
Booker.
capable of a conversation?
Okay. Owen's searching. Jana, what are you doing? Dirk is questioning plants. Zerwin's looking for Booker. Owen's looking for hiding places. Jana and Gaudis?
I'll also search, but I do want to ask Zerwin, was Ezra with you?
Huh? Yeah.
Was Ezra with you?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I thought he'd be right here. He loves books, weirdo.
He's got a point. The guy who loves books isn't in here with you.
I'm a sorcerer, not a wizard. I don't love books. There's a book that's cursing
He
me.
loves books.
He came
Uh.
from a library. He's got a book that follows him around. Zerwin's logic is sound here.
All right. Do you want me to roll perception or anything?
What are you doing? You looking for hiding spaces?
Looking for
Okay,
person.
Gaudis, you?
I'm going to use Steps of Night since we're in total darkness to fly.
Well, no, it's daytime outside, but because it's the daytime, but there's only one window and it's a stained glass window, so the light that's coming through is pretty poor, and it's a big room.
As long as it's dim light or darkness, I can use it.
It's pretty dark, yeah.
Okay. Do I need to roll for that because it is a boon from my god?
Unless it is like an ability or a what do you call it?
It counts as magic, so
Yeah, you got to roll. Let's see your roll.
Got a 10.
It works.
All right.
Use the spell slot.
So I will fly. So I will fly up and start canvassing the area for this person that we're looking for.
Okay. All right, Dirk. It's going to take you a few minutes to get through all the plants, but so far none of them have seen anything useful. Ezra, your turn.
Ezra goes to the stairs, wondering why no one is following him, since it seems so obvious that if this is if this is a bad guy, he would have wanted to get to the quarters to steal
Listen to this pompous
something.
asshole.
Anyway, Ezra goes to the stairwell. Does he hear anything?
No. I mean, so the downstairs, you're at the end of a very long stone hallway, so you hear a lot of echoes, but no, you don't hear anything right in front of you.
Ezra's gonna try to quietly make his way upstairs.
Make a stealth roll.
Six. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to re-roll that.
Okay.
19.
You're pretty fucking quiet.
Thanks. I remember what it's like at the top of the stairs. Again, do I hear anything?
You can make a perception check now.
And then I'll also ask, are any of the doors open? That's a 24 on the perception.
Yeah, you do hear something. You hear, before you get to the top of the stairs, you hear like a metal on metal sound. Very, very faint.
Okay. Can I pinpoint where the sound is coming from?
No, because it's all stone and you're not at the top of the stairs yet.
Okay. How close to the top of the stairs am I at that point?
2/3 of the way. Not to the top of the stairs. To the second floor, you know there's more than that.
Okay. Ezra told Zoran where he was going and why. So Ezra's gonna assume that his friends will come to him. Ezra's gonna go to the top of the stairs and are any of the doors open?
Okay. Well, first of all, you can't see because you're looking straight down the hallway and the doors would be right in line
They
with
open
that.
inward, yeah.
But you do see someone picking a lock on Vinithgata's door. It's a man.
Does he match the description?
He's average height, average build. Possibly.
Does he have a gnomish old woman with him?
He does not.
Does he have tattoos on his arm?
I don't think it's
Might.
this guy.
Ezra can't see.
How far away are my friends?
You don't know.
How tall is the stairway? How long?
It's how tall is the stairway? It's one story.
One story. Okay.
So you know the layout here. You go up one story. The first door on your left goes to the library's second story balcony, right? And then the second door goes to Vinithgata's bedroom. You've been in there before.
Ezra goes to the library door. Is it unlocked?
It is.
Ezra opens the library door quietly.
You immediately see Geldis standing or hovering in midair, basically right in front of you. Geldis, Ezra pops out of a door next to you and is so fucking stealthy that it scares you.
Duh! Where'd you come from?
Okay.
He's right here.
That was loud enough to hear for the person to hear. And then Ezra, you hear him move.
Gellertus, he's right here. Get everyone up here. All right. Drop the lockpick. The gig is up.
Okay, so you pop back out in the hallway and he has run. He's running
up.
away from you.
He's running away from me? That's a mistake. I'm gonna try to cast a spell to make him stop.
Okay. Well, let's see your roll.
What am I going to use? 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 I'm going to try to cast
After fireballs.
Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
I'm going to try to cast Hypnotic Pattern, and I'm going to heighten it to give him disadvantage.
Very good.
So let's roll the d20. 16 to cast the spell.
It succeeds.
Do I
and
lose a spell
you
slot?
do not lose the spell slot.
Sweet. And then, like I said, I'm heightening the spell. Hypnotic Pattern. He has to pass a Wisdom saving throw, Wisdom 18, and he has a disadvantage on the roll.
Okay. Or what happens?
On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed
Oh, we
of
got
0.
it.
Up to a minute is the duration.
Okay. Does he have to be
I mean,
looking towards you?
No, I can cast it a distance away from me, so I cast it in front of him.
How far?
The range is 120 feet, and it's a 30-foot cube.
Okay. All right. He is hypnotized. Geldis, how are you gonna get everybody up here?
I'm gonna yell down and be like, "Hey guys, he's up here. Ezra's running after him. I'm gonna go help."
Okay.
And then I'll leave.
Hold on, I'm not done with the plants.
guys, there's stairs. There's stairs over here. And I kind of point to the door I came in and tear ass up there.
You just got into the first massive fern thing when Geldis calls to you. And you're like, "Hey, did you see anyone in here?" And the fern thing is like, "Yeah, I saw someone run out a minute ago." All right. So
Ferns are intense.
this one's super intense. Yeah.
Ancient plants.
Someone poured their coffee into it.
Okay. How long does that last, Ezra?
1 minute.
Okay. Geldis, you come. Can you land on that second story balcony and walk into the hallway?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay. Just making sure your spell allows that. You walk on the second story
Yes.
hallway and you see that Ezra has there is a man standing looking at the funny lights
All right. Ezra, do we need to incapacitate him?
He is incapacitated by the spell. Let me give you some information here. Creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. This
For how long?
spell ends if for the unaffected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So tying him up, I don't think that's gonna shake him out of the stupor. He's gonna be this way for a full minute.
about
So
30 seconds more.
All right. I'm gonna get on the other side of him.
yeah, that's perfect. Where's everybody else? Why are
Just
they?
take more than a minute to get up there.
Now you hear them pounding up the stairs as you're speaking.
I just run by these guys and tackle them to the ground and hold them.
I found him. He
grapple
was. Yeah, that works actually. He was trying to lockpick Vineth's door. How do I know it's Vineth's door? Not telling.
Okay. Zerwin,
I
you're gonna
say to
tackle
a
him?
fern, I'm coming back when I'm done, and I run.
Yep.
All right, Zerwin, you tackle him.
Need me to do a grapple strike?
Yep, sure do.
Just an unarmed.
Yep.
15.
Okay. He is done grappled. He comes to.
Andy comes to, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Is Jana's necklace glowing?
Let me check.
No, it's not.
Is the diary in my pocket glowing?
I'm yelling at Owen like, Owen, can you help me just hold this guy in place, tie him up or something?
Dirk pulls a diary out of his pocket. This is the first Ezra and Geldis have seen it. Ezra, it has on it some ancient Fey symbols.
We're gonna need to talk about that later, Dirk.
Sorry, Zerwin, repeat.
Maybe I put it back in my
I
pocket.
I yelled at Owen like, "Hey, can you help me hold this guy down so I don't have to like continue to make grapple checks?"
I
and tie
pull
him up?
his sleeves up.
He has on his right forearm a tattoo of a puppet.
Are you trying
Can
to
I-
Puppet
give
of an
him
old
more
woman.
room to work?
Hold on. I need everyone here to make a Constitution save.
Damn it.
What is the effect?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, not Constitution. Wisdom. Wisdom saving throw.
Everyone gets a +4 from me.
Is he casting a spell?
Nope.
Great. Then I got an 11.
I got a 15.
Tell me what you
Yep.
get after you add 4 to it, because Owen gives everyone a +4.
I got a
17.
21. I got a 21.
24.
15.
Okay.
11.
11, Ezra.
17.
17. Geldis 20 plus, right? Zerwin something. Owen, you got a 16 or a 15?
15.
And Jenny, you got a 15 also? Okay. So, Dirk, you are instantly transported back to that moment when you went into the mattress man's world. Jana, you and Owen also, you are both brought back to the specific house, like in the nightmare, like the scariest part for you, or the worst part of the nightmare for you. Ezra, Geldis, and Zerwin, you're fine. But once he sees the three of you lock up, you can all roll me initiative.
11.
20.
9.
17.
11.
Ezra, you're going first.
Do I have any idea what he just did?
He's going to attempt to first get out of. You think he's going to attempt to get out of Zerwin's grasp, but he's.
What condition are we all under? Are we
Um,
confused? Are we?
It's like a dream state. It's not sleep, but it's like a sleep paralysis. But it's yeah. I
Did
have
you just say paralysis?
yes.
Okay.
So
Do I have any idea if he has used if anything has happened to my friends?
Owen bent over and rolled up his sleeve, and then kind of like got really wide-eyed and stood up straight. Jana like stood up straight, got wide-eyed, and took a half step back. Dirk backed all the way up against the far wall.
Okay.
Dirk, you have the best rolls.
Ezra is going to attempt to hit him with his quarterstaff. Subdual damage. I don't know if that's still a term in 5e. Non-lethal. I think they use non-lethal. And also like yell at him like, all right, I've had just enough of this. You have 1 second to give up the ghost, or we're gonna cut your fucking tongue out. And so I'm gonna hit him and then try to intimidate him if I am allowed to do both.
I
Okay.
think Ezra's having a stroke because he called the guy Bram earlier and is having a really hard time getting things.
So just so you
It's
guys
not my day.
remember, Owen and Jana, your paralysis your paralysis each lasts for 2 rounds. And Dirk, your paralysis lasts for 4 rounds. Sorry, paralysis.
22 to hit.
Don't make me Google that word.
It's all right.
It's paralysis.
It's paralysis. I'm just fucking with you.
Don't do that. I have a tenuous grip on reality.
Okay. Okay. So you really can't miss your shot because he's being grappled by Zerwin. So you connect.
It's 4 damage, and then am I allowed to make an attempt to intimidate him into submission, or no?
You can absolutely try.
24. It was a 19 plus 5.
Okay. That's a really good roll. He is unaffected.
Try again next round.
He is going to. Okay, you can't. No one can really see what happens except for Ezra, who's right in front of him. He bites his tongue in half, and then he looks like he spits part of his tongue out, and then he does something.
Hopefully not with verbal components.
No, it's absolutely verbal. He needed to do this first in order to get it right. He speaks some sort of infernal fey hybrid. It's really revolting to you, especially Ezra. It's like deeply revolting to you. And when he does that,
Is it a spell?
it is, and I already
I'm
rolled
gonna.
for it. Go ahead.
I would like to try to counter it.
Go ahead. Yeah. I had to
So
roll to see if he could actually get it
Yes,
up.
you're right. You're right. Okay. And so I will roll to see if I can counter. I'm rolling my raw d20. It's a 7, so no.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna burn 10 daps. Do it again.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, fuck this guy.
All right, that one was a 1, and I'm lucky, so I get to re-roll it. There, 15.
Okay. What level you cast it at?
Does it burn a spell slot?
Yeah.
All right, we'll say 4th.
So that means it negates up to 7?
Up to level 4.
Up to level 4.
And then, yeah, and then
You-
I have to roll otherwise.
Yeah, you got to roll.
All right.
So it's a level 7 spell.
All right. I got a 21, actually 22 because of my whatever the fuck it is.
Okay. You counter it. Whose turn's next?
I got an 11. I don't know.
Now I have no reaction.
Zerwin, I
done.
think, and then Galdus.
I wash my hands of
I
this.
I only rolled a 9.
Oh, so Galdus and Zerwin.
Okay.
You're actually standing behind Zerwin also, who's behind the man he's grappling him.
Okay. And he's casting spells.
He did.
I don't think I've got anything to actually stop him from casting spells. Can I grapple him and hold his mouth shut?
He's already grappled.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll allow that. He's moving his head around pretty vigorously, but it's a good idea.
Is grapple just a straight? It's an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Unarmed strike. Does a 15 hit him?
It does.
All right.
What's
I
your
wrap
strength?
myself around his. It is a 19 because I have gauntlets of ogre strength.
Yeah. Okay. Zerwin, you're gonna just keep on grappling him, right?
Yes, I guess I could. Can I try to? Can I do like an unarmed strike headbutt? Not really, because you've got his hands around his mouth, right? So there's nothing I can really do.
It's not
think
just Galdus' entire arms are wrapped around his head, keeping his jaw closed.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing I can do, I'll just grapple him. Like,
All right.
I could try to knee him in the groin, I guess.
we're gonna bring Owen and Jana out of their paralysis.
I thought it was for 2 rounds.
It was, but this is effectively a stalemate right now. So Galdus and Zerwin can continue grappling him, and Ezra can continue yelling at him.
No, I mean, I gave him a chance. I was gonna stab him through the throat with my dagger because I gave him a chance, and he.
Okay,
you know,
do it. Do it. It's
Done.
fair. Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Then it's gonna be. Oh, and you're gonna come out first from your paralysis.
Oh, is he not
Okay.
dead from being stabbed in the throat with a dagger?
He's dying. He's
All right.
probably gonna die this round from blood loss.
Is Jana's necklace glowing?
It is not. We already asked that question.
I know. I just like checking in.
I think I'll grapple him then.
He's pretty well covered. Unless you want to grab his
Okay.
feet. Oh, you could grab his feet.
You get 3 of you are just gonna hold him while he bleeds out.
Are we saving him?
Doesn't look
I don't
like it.
think I don't think it's worth it. I think the
Well,
risks are.
are we gonna question him? Like, what are we doing?
I can always cast Speak with Dead after he dies.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll cut his arm off then.
Okay.
The one with the
That-
tattoo.
He's a paladin.
Do I hit him on a 16?
You can't miss. He's being grappled from 2 different people.
Okay, I lop his tattooed arm off.
Okay. All right, Jana. Anything you want to add to this fucking butchery?
He seems good. I'm gonna check if Vinith Gata's door. Did he open Vinith Gata's door?
He just got the lock off, or the
Yeah,
lock
he was like,
open.
he seems good.
Okay.
I'll heal him a point of damage to stabilize him after that.
No, he's gonna die.
How?
Well, he's got his throat torn out by a dagger and then his arm cut off. So, I guess you could, yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, that's. Or I could cast Revivify if that's.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if there's anything on the internet about how much damage losing an arm does.
There isn't really.
Yeah.
You've had to look. I'm gonna
no,
throw
but
out
it's not
there
what
that
the game does. This game does not do called shots. Like,
No, it doesn't.
so like damage, you're just as capable of fighting at 1 HP as you are at full HP. You know, like it doesn't. Without
you got-
homebrewing rules, like you take, X
you guys are
number
talking
of.
about casting spells like there's not a risk associated with that. Like, cast Speak with Dead.
Hold on a
and
second.
roll a 1.
Owen, can you attack and heal in the same round?
No, but Revivify, I can heal someone in like a minute.
Okay.
The thing is, he takes. So, in theory, is he in death saving throws right now?
He is dead. If you cut his arm off, he is dead. He was
Okay.
down to very few hit points already.
Well, I mean, if his throat was cut and that was enough, like if it looked like he wasn't fighting back, then I probably wouldn't cut his arm off.
Oh, no, he definitely wasn't.
Okay, then I guess I'll just hold. Is he like gurgling and dying? Like, was that sort of the
Yes.
vibe?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will kneel down and heal him a point of damage instead.
Okay.
To just sort of stabilize him.
Okay. We're going to say Dirk comes out of his stupor also in the next round here. All right, so he's with 1 hit point. He is being grappled by 2 of you, stabbed in the throat by Ezra. Did you remove your knife, by the way?
I mean, I would have had to when he healed.
Okay.
So Ezra will kneel down next to him and say, I meant what I said earlier. You helped me out with the tongue part all on your own. But I don't like what you just tried to do to my friends. You have maybe just the smallest room to give us a little bit of information here, or we'll take your life.
Why
Means
did you
nothing
attack
to
the
us.
child?
Hey guys, what happened?
You come to
let him speak.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let him speak.
Dirk, get in his head.
No. Somebody else. get in somebody else's head. Oh,
He can't talk to us. He cut his fucking tongue out.
Well, he cut it in half and then he spoke.
Yeah,
well,
he
why don't you
spoke.
turn it
Oh,
into
he can
a
talk.
plant and then I'll talk to him? But I'm
Okay.
not getting into his head.
Let's try to avoid casting spells.
He can't speak common anymore. He has half a tongue. The language that
why-
he spoke requires half a tongue.
Does anybody have turn into plant?
How many hit points does he need to heal his tongue?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you direct healing like that? Probably.
No, but you can't,
You can't stop it either.
you can't stop it either, and I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna
Like,
guess he
there's
also.
there's no rules for cutting your tongue in half to speak a language. It's cosmetic,
Yeah. Also, he's got a.
The out-of-game talk is worse than the in-game talk.
Cutting your tongue in half is cosmetic.
There's no
You
rules
heard it
for
here
cutting your
first.
tongue in half. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
There's not a
let's try to gamify this a little bit,
Yeah, gaming.
or not gamify. Let's try to do this in
You
game.
can heal him. You can heal him, Owen, enough to heal his tongue. It's probably gonna be probably 25 to 30 hit points.
Well, I can't then because I spent.
I can.
I only have 9 HP left that I can
So-
dump into him. And we don't want to heal him that much. We just want to be able to talk.
If we heal your tongue, will you give us the information we're looking for? Or do we just drag your lifeless corpse down to Vinith?
Hey, does anybody have a pen and a piece of paper?
You have a journal.
Ezra, does the guy nod when I ask him if he'll talk to us?
No, he doesn't do anything. He also doesn't have much of a throat left, to be fair. Or it's a bloody kind of hole.
Let's tie him up and gag him, and we'll bring him to Vinith.
Do you
Vinith can
wanna
decide what
do
to
the
do with
right
him.
thing?
We should probably bring Vinith here. Not bring him to Vinith.
Sure. Ezra goes to get. Well, actually, shouldn't it be someone who can't, like, if he tries to pull a fast one, can't counterspell his
I
stuff?
break his fingers.
Jesus.
He's a paladin.
I'm a paladin.
All right,
So-
Ezra goes to get Vinith and say, "Hey, there's something. I'm sorry, really sorry to do this, but I really need to talk to you up in the hallway outside of your quarters."
I'm gonna end right after this. It's late. Okay. Vinith Gata comes up. He sees the situation. He sees what happens. He looks at the man and says, "I think we should kill him, but you want to keep him alive to question him. Is that correct?"
He doesn't really seem to want to talk to us. So if you think we should just kill him, we can do that.
Does anyone here speak to the dead?
I do.
Yeah,
That's an
but
option.
He's not gonna want to talk to the people who killed him.
That's true. You can't really torture him any more than you've already done. I don't.
I tickle him.
This is. You know what? Actually, I do have something. He says, "Wait right here." Goes into his room, comes back out with a book, and he opens the book, and he starts to cast a spell. Oh yeah. Okay. And then he forces his way into the man's mind, and he, after a couple minutes, he says, "Kill him. Kill him now."
Ezra
I
does
kill
it.
him.
Dirk does it.
Oh, I kill him.
Okay.
We kill him. We hold hands and kill him together.
Aw.
I went
Everyone
into
get
his
a hand on the
mind.
knife.
I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna fill in the details next time. But he was an assassin sent to kill me by someone who works for Armoros. He has the ability, if he has enough strength, to basically turn himself into a pool of acid, which would have burned everyone here. All right, that's going to be the end for tonight. You guys did very, very well tonight. You saved all of the people. You found the book. You stopped the assassination attempt. That was excellent. And, you were entertaining while you did it, so give each other Danger Awesome points, y'all. While I talk to chat. Hey, chat.
Dirk, you get mine.
Jerk, you get mine too.
Dirk gets
Thanks.
mine also because there was just some lovely RP moments that, like, when Zerwin opened the door, you jumping into action, and you finding the dice. Great stuff tonight.
You guys are helping me recover the ones I spent being dumb trying to talk to plants tonight. Thank you.
Best way to spend them.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
Who wants
To
dice,
save me
chat?
from myself.
I'll give mine to Ezra
Thank you.
Anybody else?
for knowing
Panzerborn
exactly
Soup?
where the guy was going to go, but not telling the rest of the party.
I told the only person who I could see. I literally he went upstairs. We should go upstairs.
I have to give mine to Zerwin for suggesting that he be tossed in the air for reconnaissance purposes multiple times, and it actually working and resulting in the bulk of the gameplay of the evening. Just incredible stuff.
I'm
Well
really
done.
not happy about encouraging this type of behavior, but there it is.
Mine goes to Ezra too.
Thank you.
Panzerborn Soup, if you award a Danger Awesome point to one of our players, I will give you these dice because you are the only one here tonight. Can you hear me? Panzerborn
Now
Soup?
we can.
No, I was talking to chat.
Yeah, right.
I am going to give a Danger Awesome point to each of you.
Look at that.
Everyone, it was a great session. Zerwin, you get a Danger Awesome point from the crowd tonight. And
Thanks, everybody.
congratulations to Panzerborn Soup for winning yourself a pack of dice. Well done.
Okay.
Also, actually, that's it for the crowd tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Heads up to everybody, there will be a holiday break for this game for everyone to do other things. But yeah, we'll talk about that soon. Let me find my. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream.